3 and 4 are kind of similar questions in the sense that 1 is going to be in slope-intercept form, number 3 is in slope-intercept form, and you have to change it to standard form. And number 4 is actually in standard form, and the easiest way to find the slope of this line is to change it into slope-intercept form. So they're both kind of just changing forms is the main idea here. To start with number 3, we have y equals 2 over 3x plus 7. Now the goal here is to put it into standard form. Now if you remember, standard form is where we have x and y on the same side of the equation and we have no fractions. We only have whole numbers. So first, it might be easier to start with getting rid of this fraction here. So right now we have 2 over 3, we have y over 1, and we have 7 over 1. Okay, now if you multiply by this denominator, the bottom number, we can get rid of this fraction because 2 over 3x times 3 is just 2x. Alright, if you have any fraction, 2 over 3, any fraction, you can times it by the bottom number to get rid of that bottom number. However, what this does is we do have to change this, because if we multiply this by 3, we have to multiply everything by 3. So what is 7 over 1 times 3? 21. And then next we have to do the y times 3. So 1y times 3 would be 3y. Alright, now we got rid of the fractions, so the last thing we have to do is just get this x and y on the same side. To do that, I would just subtract 2x from both sides. What that's going to do, it's going to cancel these out, get rid of it on this side, and bring it over to here, which is what we want. So we have negative 2x plus 3y equals 21. And this is standard form, x and y on the same side, no fractions. If you look at your answers, it looks like this matches answer A. Alright, cool. So we had to change it from slope-intercept, which has y equals, y by itself, to standard, which has x and y on the same side. Alright, number 4, it's kind of similar, except for, like I said, the other direction. We have standard form. We need to change this into slope-intercept form. Alright, so to do that, I'm going to write out my standard form. And I should say real quick why this works. So here's our standard form equation. We want to have the same slope as this equation right here. So I need to find the slope of this equation, right? Now in standard form, there's no way to know what the slope is right away. We have to do something. But one way we could do this is if we get it into slope-intercept form, that is if we get it into y equals mx plus b, if we get it into that format, we would be able to say right away that, hey, here's our slope. I can just take that number out. I can ignore the rest. If I have this slope, I'd be good to go. So I have x and y on the same side, and I want y to be by itself, 1y on the left. That's slope-intercept form. So to do that, I would have to subtract 2x to both sides. Alright, that gives me negative 5y equals negative 2x plus 12. Okay, we cannot add these two together. They are different terms. We cannot just do 12 minus 2x equals 10. Okay, that's not true. They're different terms. So leave them separate, just like that. Next, to get rid of this negative 5 times the y, we have to just have y. So I want to divide by negative 5. And if you divide, you got to do it to everything. Alright, so I'm going to have y equals negative 2 over negative 5x, and then a negative 12 over 5. Now you can put this in decimals if you want. It doesn't really matter. The good thing is that we just want the slope of this equation. So whatever this y-intercept is does not matter to me. What I want is this number right here. Okay. Now the number is negative 2 over negative 5. This is my slope. If we simplify that, we actually have a slope of 2 over 5, positive 2 over 5, because the negatives cancel out. So let's look at our answers. Do any of these have a slope of 2 over 5? Well, not this one. That has 1 over 6. This one has 5 over 2. This one has positive 6 over 1. This one has 2 over 5. So this is the only one that matches the same slope. Must be A. Now if you really wanted to, you could take this standard form equation, or not even standard form, it's just this equation, change it into y equals mx plus b, and then whatever your b is would be your y-intercept. Alright, and I'm guessing it's going to be a negative 6, because that is what matches up here. So we need to have the same slope as this equation, 2 over 5. We have that, and we need to have the same y-intercept as this one. So you could do that to check, or if you know that the only one that matches your same slope is A, you could just go with A.